Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to Chicago Reacts. I'm Zach, an actor here in Chicago, soon to be worldwide. And as always, on my left and your right, I'm joined by Michael Hyatt.
Yeah, that's me. I'm also an actor here in the city of Chicago, and we are back. We are checking out Big Daddy, World of Tanks by The Russian Badger. We love Russian Badger.
We do. We've watched, I think, one other World of Tanks video by Russian Badger in the past. And we've been watching a lot of his Rainbow Six Siege content lately. So if you're new to the channel, if you're new to the channel, we have tons of other Russian Badger reactions. So check those out. Also,
go check us out on Twitch. We should be streaming live now if you're watching this within 3 hours of it dropping. So go check it out. Also hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment in that comment section down below. And let's jump into it.
Let's go, Big Daddy.
Big Daddy.
Thank you to Wargaming for sponsoring this video.
Skulker, are you doing point-and-click adventure games right now?
It's actually really fun.
What happened to that artillery?
Of course it is.
You get to basically never get shot at. It's pretty wonderful, actually.
Bye-bye.
Just gets blown up as soon as he says that.
You get to pretty much...
Also, just that sound was so satisfying. The artillery shell on the clunk, the clink on the metal.
You never get shot
so
at.
Good.
No mercy, no respite.
World of Tanks.
Yes.
A free-to-play game that, in case you are uninformed or illiterate, is about one thing and one thing only.
Tanks.
Tanks. Specifically, tanks from the mid-20th century, because I imagine that showing up in a UNSC Scorpion or a Covenant Wraith and warding the enemy to death would be unfair. And with the release of the brand new 1.0 update, I've partnered up with Wargaming on this video to show you what they're calling a redefined experience.
So yeah, this video is a little bit old, but you know, going back old school, always good to check out the backlog of videos from our favorite creators. But yes, this video is obviously quite old, but we always approach these games and these videos with a very open mind because we found some amazing games this way.
Oh
but,
yeah, I mean that's how we got into War Thunder,
right,
and some other stuff that we've been streaming,
and even Siege. You a little bit.
I've been getting into Siege. I just unlocked Sledge. Oh, yeah. So I'm feeling like a badass.
For deeper immersion. Do you see this new guy that's been chopping wood for like the past 20 minutes like he's Captain America? I'm so immersed.
That's my life, dude.
It's not even a game anymore. It's just a live feed of Grouse on his Iowa farm, chopping wood quietly.
It's a simple life, but it's a nice life.
This includes a brand new graphics engine, completely remastered maps, and even a fresh soundtrack, which is more exciting to players than you may expect. Those new soundtracks turns me on. Keep it together, man. I'm just here to ram So if any of the well-oiled tank action you see in this video happens to pique your interest, I'll leave a link down below where you can sign up to play for free, and if you're a new player, you can snag yourself 7 days of premium time, a premium tank, and premium consumables, which I really hope includes a case of cola.
Case of cola!
Now, I know watching, let alone playing, a new game can be overwhelming, so in case you found yourself saying,
that is true.
With you, Chief. I don't understand any of this shit. Don't worry, I've got you covered. As long as you keep in mind that I'm painting with broad strokes here, because there's 9 separate countries and 5 different types of tanks within each country, which when you do the math comes out to a load of tanks. Taking it from the top, we've got the US, Germany, Russia, the UK, France, Czechoslovakia, Japan, China, and Sweden, because Scandinavians make everything better. The US is exactly as you'd expect them to be, not only rife with excessive pride and freedom, but also
a long barrel, boy.
Effective on desert maps. Too bad we're not all in American tanks. Why are you here in the middle of the Middle East? Diplomacy.
Oh!
I was about to whisper diplomacy.
I heard you guys need... I'm sorry, what was that? I'm getting a radio from Cohen. Yeah, you guys need some liberation? Is that what's going on?
Germany's tank lineup is obviously legendary, but their drivers usually aren't the nicest guys, so remember to always give them the right of way.
What are you doing?
He has the right of way, he's German.
Yeah.
But so is Grouse, and I don't see him trying to ram me
Yeah,
off
but
the
he has a
goddamn
bigger
road.
tank than you.
I don't know.
need the right of way when you're a bigger vehicle that has stronger physics.
Oh, you okay? German engineering.
The German pit maneuver.
Into a rock.
I can't wait for your Austrian leader to kill himself in a bunker, you sad little man.
Shit.
Russia, I'm not even gonna joke about. Not because I'm fearful that I'll be assassinated or anything, but they have an all-around balanced line of tanks and are great picks for beginners. End of story. The UK I'm a little sour about because most of their tanks are pretty slow, but they do have the saving grace of the TOG 2, aka the Wiener TOG, and of course, the mighty Excelsior.
Excelsior!
I can't get up a fucking hill.
Yes, you
Oh,
can.
yeah, I know that.
Use your torque.
Don't worry, I did. I dropped it.
Your tank,
I dropped it.
I don't even need a facial expression. You just look so disappointed in your tank. I can tell.
Your tank was coming over the hill and all I hear was dum da 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 dum da da da.
I want it to be like in America.
France isn't even worth mentioning when the Austro-Hungarian Empire, Czechoslovakia exists, which boasts better engineering than you may expect.
That's the fucking best tank in the game.
Oh my god.
Whose man's is this? Who made this?
The Czechoslovakians
Look at how
are
tiny
master
that
tank crafters.
barrel is.
Masterful engineers. The pinnacle of Czechoslovakian engineering right here. Japan has a small but unique lineup, including their fiercely dedicated tank crews that don't believe in retreat
looks
and will
pretty
fight
sick.
until their dying breath. Ain't no retreating on this battlefield, boy. You better get your ass up there. It's an American tank. We speak American. Actually, we're in Japanese tanks. Actually, you're in a Japanese tank, and I'm in a
You're the
Chinese
China.
tank. Why did I say that?
Boy, why you tank thick and Mandarin? Fuck you, me.
China is, well, China. They crush anything that they don't like, censor whatever's left over, and generally behave like you'd expect the most powerful nation on Earth to behave.
Badger, you're in the wrong lane.
How about I'm Chinese, and anybody that's in my way, I'm gonna crush, Catherine. Including that, whatever that car was. And rounding out our list, Sweden is a country that I outright neglected, because I honestly lost interest once I found out they don't have a tank named the Carl Gustav. So now that you know the countries on the battlefield, within each country you can choose from 5 different tank types: light, medium, and heavy tanks, tank destroyers, and a point-and-click adventure game called Artillery.
Yo.
Whose man's is this? Man, I guess he's artillery, so he has to do that.
No, bro. He's literally the definition of the saying, "You can find me in the rear with the gear." Like, he just fucking sits here.
All of these tanks are divided into 10 different tiers, and I know this is getting complicated.
Have you ever
which means
heard of
it's getting
that?
boring, but look, there's little.
You can find me in the rear with the gear.
I have never heard
What
that
is
before.
what does that even mean? What is that? I don't know. But you can find me in the rear with the gear, I guess.
That's your support classes.
Dinky tier 1 tanks that look like cardboard dipped in copper, all the way up to behemoth tier 10 tanks that are capable of destroying entire cities. Because fuck you, fuck your armor, fuck your teammates next to you, fuck the environment, and fuck my perforated eardrums. Because I'm a big ass tank and I'm here to do tank things. Awesome! Boiling it down for you, tanks are differentiated from one another by mobility, damage, and armor. For example, light tanks are usually blazing fast and are really useful for spotting the enemy so your teammates can eliminate them, but they tend to have lackluster damage and the armor of a tin can, so you gotta rely on maneuverability. He's so fast.
Jeez. Look how
fast
I hit him!
Oh my god.
Oh lord.
Nice.
I did not think I was gonna hit that guy. My goodness.
Yeah,
Oh, I found an artillery. Yes. I'm gonna go right up into his backside. Check out this nerd. Come here, boy. Bring that ass here, boy. I'm just gonna sit here. He's boned.
fucking brain
He's
dead.
boned. He's boned. Like, what are you
One
gonna
more.
do to me
Look,
right
he's
now, guys?
backing into you. Excuse me.
Later, nerd. Heavy tanks are your team's bread and butter and can vary between countries, but most of the time they have great armor, great firepower, and lots of HP at the cost of being less mobile. So if you're looking for an all-around class to learn the ropes, look no further. He hasn't spotted me yet. Look at it. Look at this dude. Thunk. Had to lose 500 health in one shot.
Seeing quite a bit of similarities actually with War Thunder and the tank gameplay.
Yeah.
The gameplay is kind of
It is pretty similar. I'm curious. Yeah, it is pretty similar.
Yeah.
I'm for especially because they're both free to play. I'm curious if you're a tank player, what was your draw to World of Tanks over War Thunder and vice versa?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a dogfighter when I play War Thunder, so
the planes
I do
are
all aerial combat.
The planes are definitely more enjoyable.
I mean, I think what's interesting is War Thunder is really like it's kind of like 3 games in one.
Yeah. Whereas this is more singular focused.
Yeah.
Which I
have
kind of
some
like. Yeah.
Crossover, but
if I was gonna get into a game, this one seems a little bit more approachable. I think.
But sucks now that I gotta reload for like 5 minutes. Medium tanks fall in the middle of these two extremes, not quite having the mobility of light tanks, but not drowning in armor like heavy tanks either. They are by far the most surprising because no matter how non-threatening they look, they are faster and deadlier than they appear to be. What is your barrel? Why? Why? What is that? And why are you Big Daddy?
Excuse me?
What's going on? Expecting to hit with this?
No, dude. Here's the thing. It does retarded damage.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Look at that fucking.
So basically, what you're saying is, once you get to the medium tier, you can actually fire like
rounds,
weaponized ordnance, and not shit that you pulled out of your garbage disposal.
Yeah, it's like, oh god, that's our barrel. I thought that was a trash chute. I should go find my Egg McMuffin wrapper now.
Oh, behind you. Yeah. Nice.
Oh. What?
You stopped his flank. So.
Not gonna lie, I was not expecting
close.
you to have that stop.
Okay,
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
You ruined it. Tank destroyers are more or less the sniping bush monsters of the battlefield with extremely long range and tons of damage, but lacking armor and a rotating turret. So you're forced to face what you're firing at, all the while looking like some kind of weird mole.
It does look like a goddamn mole.
See? Look, it looks like a mole.
What is this barrel?
With no rotating turret.
Look. It looks like a mole. Like
I am the Molinator.
It makes me want to burrow under.
Right.
I am always beneath you, but nothing is beneath me.
Wait. What are you referencing?
The Incredibles.
The
/
Incredibles.
The Incredibles 2. I think the Molinator is in both.
But the Molinator is also in Santa Claus too. The Tooth Fairy, remember? The Molinator.
I want to be called the. Why am I called? Because he's at mad. He's called the Molinator, or the Tooth Fairy, right?
And he's like, I want to be called the Molinator.
That's really funny.
And then I was also thinking of the mole from the Atlantis movie.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm talking about? I forget his name, but
he's French, right?
Yes.
Oh.
And he's
I like it that.
Yeah,
it's like somebody sounds like
what?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Go to the front of the tank. Zoom in.
Yeah, we're referencing some really
what is
niche
the
movies.
character's name?
Do they just call him Mole?
I think they might. That's Mole.
Oh yeah, the guy who speaks real fast. He's like, all right, and then you got this, and then you got that.
Yeah.
And then I remember
Atlanta. What
a classic, man. What a classic. Disney's. Is that Disney? That is Disney, isn't it? Yeah.
So that the barrel is
Yes.
not even visible on camera, and then just, do you have any games on your phone?
Hands down, the worst thing you can do as a tank destroyer is getting spotted outside of cover, because it's basically a death sentence. So be sure to learn the difference between cover and concealment. I thought that bush was gonna be far better cover than it actually was. I'm finna be
What do you
Excelsior.
mean that shrubbery didn't block an AP shell?
And artillery is just a point-click adventure. Like, I know it's useful for rooting out entrenched enemies in stationary positions with aerial fire, but it's just not for me.
Yeah, it's artillery.
Keep moving. Oh, you got point-click adventure.
I did point-click adventure.
Not to mention the fact that the people that play artillery are the worst kinds of people. So allow me to apologize on their behalf.
Hey, Skulker.
Give me some peasants to blow up. Yes, ma'am.
You're looking like a snack.
I don't like a blow up.
Are they all gonna get? They're all gonna get
Oh
destroyed.
no.
Excuse me?
What?
Did I hear, let me blow up these poor people?
You did. You did, in fact, hear that.
Fuck. I was short.
I can see the entire trajectory of the round. The basics of combat you'll pick up just by playing your first few games. Same goes for ammo types. Like you've got armor-piercing rounds, high explosive rounds, APCR rounds, heat rounds, HESH rounds, but all this is way too much for you to
play
learn
this
early.
And compare it to War Thunder because it seems so similar.
Yeah.
I'm curious if there's a difference in how it feels. Like the graphics look a little more updated than War Thunder. But War Thunder is also continually upgrading. So
right. I would definitely say probably now War Thunder is probably a more popular game today. But the reason why I do find this very appealing is because it's more singularly focused. Like the more you play, the better you're going to get. But with War Thunder, because there's the different game types and it just feels like the learning curve is just so steep in that game.
I will say it is really steep. And there's so many hours you can sink into that game, especially if you're just trying to grind. It's like, this will take forever.
Which we were told about when we first started playing. We did get the heads up. We were told about that.
But yeah, I mean, you can put all your time into tanks or aviation or sea battles.
And still be absolute trash.
Yeah.
So let's just start with this. Focus on hitting your targets in the sides or the rear where the armor is weakest and try to impact as close to 90 degrees or perpendicular as you can. That way you have the best shot to penetrate and break some important penetration. Otherwise, your rounds will do little damage, not penetrate, or simply ricochet and leave you vulnerable to all kinds of incoming fire to your exposed position. Okay, that's a bounce.
Yikes.
That's a bounce.
Yikes.
That's a bounce.
Oh, God.
I swear to God, guy, once I'm done reloading in 5 minutes, I'm going to light you up like a candle. Bounce. Just keep going. Keep. Bounce. There you go, buddy. That's a good counter. You can upgrade the members of your tank crew to give yourself a boost in combat, but just be careful about how many you recruit and maintain, because you need to house all of those guys in a barracks.
You have too much space in your barracks. Fine, I'll clear my barracks. You can't clear my barracks. All right, I'll give all my fucking tank drivers typhoid.
What if you see your newly trained crew, just the animation as they go into the bunk beds, they shove people off their bunks, like, fuck you, this is mine now.
Hey, dog.
What the hell, man? Why are you taking my bunk? I'm German. It should go without saying that teamwork is the key ingredient to victory, because no matter how many bad decisions you've made, if you have a squad to bail you out, everyone wins.
Paris looks pretty good right there.
Yeah, same.
Oh my God, the damage.
Jesus.
Whoa, baby.
Got
I'm not
lit
sure
up.
if that
Look
other
at that
got a lot
castle.
of damage in there too, but that guy.
Yeah, the maps.
It's also wise to remember that there are no shortcuts in life, so think twice before taking that hidden goat path that's supposedly the greatest flank route ever. It's tactical.
Oh my God! Are you on your side?
No, I can't move though. Oh my God! He ran all the. There he goes. This is all planned. All right, this is a strat. It's a strat. Don't worry. He knows what he's doing. Don't forget to customize your tank too, because if there's anything better than victory, it's victory with a rarded logo on the side of your tank. Because you have Big Daddy on the side of your car. Big
Daddy.
In Comic Sans, it looks like. Yeah, it's Comic Sans.
It is Comic Sans.
And that's about it. I would like to thank you very much for watching. And if you'd like to give all the tanks a shot and get all that premium time, the premium tank, the consumables, the gold, the credits, the dimmed dollars, etc., etc., there'll be a link that you can sign up down below. And be sure to tune in next time when I'm suddenly no longer in this kitchen because I'm moving. You know that one thing where you exist in one place and then you move and then you exist in a different place, like poof?
Super low key.
Let me spend the whole end of this like, always love the Russian Badger.
Yep. Looked like a lot of fun though. It's also cool to like, you know, we've seen a lot of his more recent stuff, so going back and like we've talked about it with Maxor too, like just seeing them in different context situations, younger, less experienced, back when maybe YouTube was still a little newer to them. It's just really, it's always cool. Like the psychology of seeing these successful content creators at different stages. And
it's fun to jump back to the old stuff.
Yeah, it's cool. Makes you appreciate the newer stuff that much more too.
Yeah. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comment section down below if you play War Thunder and World of Tanks. Which one, or why did you pick the one that you do play?
Yeah, or like, if you maybe you switched to, honestly. So.
Also, go check us out on Twitch, and we will see you next time.
Chicago,